Hello. Cool. Exhausted. Been doing a lot of interviews today. It's getting closer, isn't it, to Afterlife 2 coming out. Um, yeah. Podcasts. I mean, they're better than some interviews. They're better than junkets when everyone gets 7 banal minutes, but they take longer. So like I've done two podcasts today that were an hour each. I mean that's 2 hours work, guys. That is 2 hours work. Oh dear. Yeah. How have you been? All right. Uh, those ornaments are shocking. Someone just said, cheeky, cheeky. Um, Hello. Ask me a question. We've been talking about creativity, haven't we? A lot. It's like creative writing and being honest, and um, I think everyone needs to create, whether they know it or not. Everyone needs to make something and sit back and go, I did that. It doesn't have to be a movie or a novel. It can be a rockery in a garden. I used to love helping my mum make a rockery. And then it grows and it looks beautiful. So yeah, everyone should keep up the doodling. Everyone should do something, even if you keep it in a drawer. Even if you write a poem, keep it in the drawer and don't tell anyone. It's something about just doing it. It doesn't have to be your career or even a hobby. It can just be. It's just nice. It feels good. I don't get any buzz higher than when I think of an idea, or that's a joke that hasn't been done before, or that would make a great montage, or oh my god, it's an idea for a David Brent song or something. Oh, of course it is. It's like that. It's almost like it's not yours. It's a gift. You can't sit down and try to think about things you need to think about. Do you know what I mean? You can't make ideas come into your head. They just do. Um, and it does seem like someone whispered them to you. What about this? And you go, oh, that's brilliant. um, I think that's why you need to be able to think. I think people don't realise that because I do everything myself. The more you do, the more admin there is around it. Like like a half-hour sitcom, that's the top of the iceberg. It's like the filming was that, and the writing was that, and all the admin that went around it is massive. And that's a tip I'd give for creative writing. I don't think it's good these days that people sit in front of their computer and they write a screenplay and they see it and they change the spelling and they move in that and it's got to look right and jump off the page. I think you should be just lying back and looking at a ceiling and thinking stuff and then jotting it down. Um, I don't know. Whatever works. Whatever works. And also mine's slightly different to writing a novel. Mine's to be performed. Mine's a performance art. So it all comes at once. The writing, the directing, the acting, it all comes. I can see everyone doing everything in my head. It's a scene. It's a concept. You know what I mean? You don't think in words. You're thinking in feelings. And I think that's my favourite thing. Downloading emotions. It's like faxing someone your emotions. Putting something into a sitcom or a drama is like faxing a stranger your emotions. You know what I mean? It starts up in there. You do that. It goes out there. It goes into their head as the message you meant. Oasis all the way, someone said. Don't know why. I agree. Love Oasis. Love Oasis. Um, did that make any sense to anyone? Did anyone care? Is anyone at home sort of like cleaning a drain, going, what's he on about? What's he on about? Downloading emotions. I got fucking shit all over my hands. Just is that helpful to anyone? Oh dear. Yeah, admin gets in the way and it's so much shit to do. You know? It's a luxury. I think that's why historically that people don't realise this, that a lot of the great poets and novelists and painters, they were already rich. No one else could afford to ponce around walking through fucking daffodils. They had a job to do. They were fucking shoeing horses and making swords. Some ponce wandering through, going, I'll paint this tree. Good luck to you, mate. My family's dying of the plague. So yeah, it's a luxury to be able to sit and think and create. Yeah, and that's why I don't whinge. That's why I don't whinge. Because it's not real work. It's not dangerous. It's not saving lives. It's not securing a bunker. It's not freeing oppressed people. It's sitting and thinking, oh, this is a jolly good idea. It's an idea for a little TV show. I think I'll have a lie down. I've written a nice little joke. I think I'll have a lie down with a nice little beer. Fucking hell. Do you have any help? Or just you and Jane? No, you didn't mean with, you meant like with housework, didn't you? We haven't got no staff at the moment. No one at the moment, unless it's remotely doing things over the phone. No, well, just me and Jane and this. Even if someone comes to the door, you know what I mean? Now they said just leave a parcel on the door and they run away and we go up and they're like, thank you. Oh yeah, I read a thing about like, can you catch the virus off parcels and letters? You'd have to be very, very unlucky. It doesn't really stay on paper that well, not for long anyway. And also, if everyone's being careful, you need a lot of the virus to be on the paper. You'd have to touch it immediately, and if you get sent something and you take the wrapping off and throw that away, wash your hands. That thing in the packaging has been in there for 24 hours, so that you'd be very, very unlucky. I'm not a doctor. I mean, I did leave the letters on the mat for 2 days at the beginning of this. I told my brother Bob. He said he smothers them in hand sanitizer. He gets a letter, sprays it, and then opens it. Oh dear. Who knows? Who knows? I did just eat a bat, which I probably shouldn't have. I didn't eat a bat. I didn't eat a bat. Okay, I promise. I've never eaten a bat. I never will. How long's that? I'm tired. I've only done 10 minutes. That's enough. Now ask me a question. Now my phone's running out because I've been on it all day. I've turned the thing round. What's going on? I'm tired and fumbly. I was trying to look how much battery I've got left and I turned the phone round. Oh dear. This is worse than usual, isn't it? This is more of a shambles than usual. Am I tipsy? I'm not. No, I'm that tipsy. So not at all. Globules, yeah. Um, uh, the false joint. It's too fast. Someone asked me about the joint in Afterlife. It was. I assume you asked what was in it. It was raspberry leaves. It wasn't even real tobacco. You're not allowed to. I couldn't smoke anyway. I couldn't hold it down. But even that sort of made me gag. It was just raspberry leaves that I was pretending that was weed and I think it was probably sugar for the heroin. So it wasn't basically it wasn't it wasn't grass and heroin. No, it was raspberry leaves. And of course all the alcohol's fake as well on set. I think whiskey is a little bit of Coke and not cocaine, Coca-Cola or any other cola, Pepsi, for example, which I prefer. There, I've said it. Sort of half cola, half water, and that looks like whiskey. So yeah, there you go. Wine. What is wine? Wine can be. What is wine? They do like a grape juice. Probably is a grape. I think it is like a grape juice for wine, which makes sense, isn't it? Because wine is grape juice. If you think about it, guys, isn't it? So what's wine? If an alien came, what are you drinking there? Wine. What's that? It's grape juice. That's all it is. Fermented grape juice. You do the math. Let's have a bit. No? You've crashed the spaceship. Let's have a bit. You give a little green fella, and they can't take their alcohol. Tiny little, big eyes, aren't they? Big eyes and tiny little stomachs and fucking pathetic little livers. Aliens, right? So they go, I'll just have one, right? You go, all right, have one. And he has one line, but that he goes, you fucking, and he gets this spaceship, you fucking, let's go and fucking give Mars a kick in. You're going, fucking, you're not driving. You're not fucking driving that spaceship, Reg. You fuck off. Yeah. Aliens, they cannot fucking take their. This is fucking bullshit, isn't it? Listen, I could do this all day, but it's not good for me. It's not good for you. It's not good for the world. So, should we call this quits and do it again tomorrow? I've got nothing for you. I haven't got a joke. We did a bit, didn't we? We did a bit of creative writing, and our aliens can't take their booze. You need to wear a fringe. Did it look like? I mean, it's getting thin, isn't it? My hair, like an aging gangster. I think. Very cut my hair myself, didn't I? Got Jane to do the back a little bit, but I was scared, so I said just do a little bit on the clippers. Just got all that fluff. I wish I'd do these every day. It's right. I mean, talk about diminishing returns. This is fucking inane, isn't it? I mean, twice I've had a conversation about a dog on Twitter's Winkle, Rupert, the little fat Jack Russell with his little hairy winkle that's halfway up his fat belly. His mum dresses him up. Like today was Boy George. It's good, right? I wondered if she could dress him up as me. Sort of give him a little dark wig. He's got fangs. Little black t-shirt. He hasn't got any testicles, so she'd have to make them. Could I suggest 2 onions in an old sock? So there's a challenge. Rupert the dog's challenge to look like Uncle Ricky. Right, that is the end of this podcast because that is absolutely fucking banal that I'm here drinking on my own time and yours, talking about making a dog on Twitter some fake testicles to look like me. This is the lowest ebb. This is this is fucking rock bottom. Cheers everyone. See you tomorrow.